Like, as a bot, if you're roaming around, they will just look to kill you, and it's not going to be that difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of peel outside of like self-peel from the Ziggs. You could definitely see the Alistair. That was kind of our expected pick. See if he can do so. Pyosik, yeah, he's just level 3. He's coming in behind Faker, as they do know that the Skarner is here. And now Faker going to be knocked towards the wall. He does dodge the knock up here. He goes for the ghost, but he's basically just running in circles waiting for Owner to come on over, who is going to bail him out. But now a bit of damage into Owner as well. The Unbind comes in and forces the flash from Owner. The flash on in for BDD, and he gets first blood just like that.
Could have probably kept him alive.
I'm just questioning, because surely they knew that Pyosik was there. I think Faker should have just, I know he wanted to crush the wave, but stood back and just hit it with E.
Going for 3 points in Q, not in E, so he doesn't have as much wave crush you normally do. And we have cloth armor for Faker and Mantle for Zeus, so that means that both BDD and Perfect are playing into an opponent that's itemized for the opposite damage source. And KT looking completely revitalized here early on.
Barrel's here as well, and could try to go for it though. The flash on in, the Ornhorn going to be blown here as well. Perfect not even bothering to flash, and it's going to bite him back, as that is the kill. Owner comes in and just way too much CC, more than Perfect was expecting.
Just hiding between the two turrets. Afraid that he was going to get dove again. Not going to be the case. T1 instead looking for the cross map. We'll be able to pick up the second dragon here. A lot of less impactful souls still on the map. We'll see which rift we are going to get. And it's Cloud, which there's a lot of members that I think use the Cloud Rift really well here on either side.
Yeah, I honestly don't think Cloud is that bad. Obviously, something like a Hex deck is the ideal, but particularly the Nasus benefits a lot from that movement speed at close distance.
Trying to clear the wave here. He's got Keria to just stasis everything up there, and this is an Ornn as the Impale will come in, but the stun is there from Keria, and the knockup from the Ornn, but Depth, he lives just barely, and eventually does go down to Keria's auto. Barrel as well is going to bite the dust eventually, as Faker comes in, just collects a kill. Not half bad at the end of the day, as T1 take the gold lead.
As we
hard
take a look. Yeah, the flash from Perfect there on the Q to ensure that he's fine. But this TP actually ends up being huge, because it means that BDD then can't TP to the top half of the map, and ends up being a trade 1-for-1. But
yeah, and I mean the setup here from the side of T1, especially because Pyosik is just
dead. He's just
alone farming in the jungle. I mean, he's Skarner. He can go through walls. Surely he's dead.
Yeah, he's gone through walls towards T1's base.
Yeah, only question is who gets the kill. It will be the buy. That gold pretty well, as you mentioned before, Chronicler, and yeah, that's just a straight up mistake. And
Zeus on the flank has his ultimate available.
It's about to get very interesting. Let's see, BDD looking for the knockup, and now the Ornhorn's going to be called. Nice little angle, but a big engage from Barrel into the equalizer, and Impale, it's just a massive wobble that comes in. T1 are trying to turn something. They do get the 1 kill, and a massive Bard ult as well. But at the end of the day, do they have to follow up damage to kill any of these low health members is the question. Guma trying his best to do exactly that, but he can't get the 1 kill. Keria's going to go down, and BDD is still alive. And it's Guma Usier bust, but he is gone as KT win a gigantic team fight.
That's the Wombo combo dream right there, as Barrel sets it up, Pyosik knocks it down, and that Rumble pick toasting the entirety of T1.
Holds them still, rakes them over the coals, and KT get the ace, but still a bit scrappy.
Fakers, right? So if BDD decides to teleport in, there isn't really a whole lot that Faker can do besides try to damage him as much as possible, as Barrel does not care about your measly turret. They will just slam this down, kind of trade that for the bot side outer. This is again just continued setup, BDD.
And now KT, they've gone for their resets. A little bit late to the punch here, and they could just end up giving over Soul Point if they don't move quickly. It's already half HP. It is a Skarner can get over walls though.
They're going to get the ult from Keria in there, and yeah, the Skarner goes in, and it just goes over to Pyosik, and they do have this magical journey. Barrel trying to follow, but he just says, no, it's not worth it. We got the Drake.
Definitely a lot more what I think we were expecting coming into the day. As a reminder, there is no more LCK after this. This is the final fight between these two teams. Whoever wins this best of 5 goes to Worlds. For the loser, it's over as BDD. He's going deep.
Yeah, just doing Yone things, and the Ziggs just not very much like that or appreciate.
He didn't hit so much.
Yeah.
Ryan's the type of setup for these dives, right? Like 1 or 2 Ws alone could be enough.
Okay, that is a big committal, but it's a Carrier ult to deny all the damage, and now T1 are perfectly set up for the wombo combo once again. Equalizer comes down, it's a perfect angle from Perfect, and T1 are burnt to a crisp as KT will win the fight and will take the Baron.
The anti-synergy on display. Carrier goes for the flashy play and then blocks his entire team's damage and hands the Baron straight over to KT. What a misplay, what an unforced error from T1.
And you gotta imagine if T1 is able to go up 2-0 here, that's the main goal.
Yeah. I mean, with the Baron just trying to really escalate your gold lead and now trying to flash on a guy who's invisible, and Owner has to go in. Bit of damage to Zigzalt over the top, and they finally do get Perfect. It's a trade 1-for-1, but Faker is probably going to go down. This is a pretty decent Bard ult, but it's only going to delay the inevitable as Faker, super low, he's in the back line, gets ulted on, down he will go. It's a triple for Deft, who is just running around the fight.
KT were just warming up in game 1. We saw in this series against B&K Fearx yesterday that game 1 was a slow one, not the best performance, but they have ramped up and they are here to contest for that world spot.
KT, this team, very often a complete enigma. What do you get on the day? Are they going to beat Gingy? Are they going to lose to Breon?
What do you get game to game?
It means that there isn't an opportunity for Owner. And yeah, eventually they get the turn on the Perfect, but...
Well, this is just insult to injury. Guma doesn't have flash, and I think eventually should die. There you go. Pyosik just gonna pop him on the head with a claw. And it's just a caught Ziggs.
As well, that now that the Kaisa is online, he is getting bonked on the head.
Yeah, Def just is in melee range against a big Nasus who isn't very fed, but actually it's just a bait all along. As Faker's running the other way. There's a Bard ult. Faker's like, I need more stacks. Hold on. Not the best timing there, and now this fight is very broken up. That's a double impale, and both of these guys are just dead. As is just caught in the crossfire, he's going to be going down as well. KT is crossing their eyes, crossing their T's, dotting their eyes rather. As Faker's still just holding the wave, trying to keep the game alive. I mean, I guess he held the wave, but...
Yeah, BDD even QSS is the Wither, so he just need to hit a Q at some point.
Just dodge everything. Nah, this is... trying his best. I mean, the Nasus can be pretty funky like this. The ult will be committed to as BDD has had enough, and they do take him down.
Over as long as Owner isn't allowed near the pit. Does have flash and ult.
Well, they're trying to keep him out of the pit, and there is the turn. A lot of wombo combo bouncy castle behind the wall there.
Dead.
Yeah, BDD goes down, and Baker's pretty tanky. A big impale, but Pyosik getting low. I think the wallets might just be a bit too heavy, though. A pretty decent fight, all things considered, but the wallets are there for the side of KT. Extremely messy, and T1 will deny the Baron for now.
It's not clean, but it's KT. Everything's fine. They have enough threats. It's not the end of the world. As long as you don't give over the Baron and the bounty and allow T1 to really stay in the game for another 5 minutes, that's not going to be the case.
I think considering
damage avoidance
from
them.
You think of a BDD stepping out of the...
Oh, okay. The Zonya's going to have some big value there as BDD finds Guma, and you see the Ornn is desperate to try to save him, but he will go down anyway, and BDD will survive. The wallets are just gigantic right now on the side of KT. They take down the 2 carries, and that might just do it. KT Rolster looking for their first win in the series. Zay is desperate to just try to stop the wave from going down, but the TP will come in. And it's only Carrier as Steph 1 kill away from Legendary, I believe, here, as they will look to push to end and win game 2.
And this best of 5 after game 1 looked a little dicey, but KT bounced back in a big way. And the telecom war continues for this final world spot as the Nexus falls here in game number 2.
The Nexus will fall, and we do, in fact, have a series on our hands. Anyone can take it from here as KT have decided.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Regional Qualifier matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.